Great question. I mean, I think there's a couple of them. So to the point is, I still, even in conversations like this, I revisit it. I'm back in the moment, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it just, when you go through some really profound things in life, they stick with you. Again, maybe the psychologists give you a few steps to slide away from it every now and then, but you know what? You feel it when you talk about especially these things that are painful personally, professionally. There's litigation, money, all those kind of things come into it. But I do think it's a little bit of where I learned as an infantryman too. And my mom used to say when I was a young kid, just keep your chin up, David. Everything will be okay. That you got to get back in the fight, Zach. I mean, I learned that as an infantryman. I learned it through these journeys that you know what? There is a moment where you're going to lay in the mud for a sec. Everybody will, but you got to get up and dust yourself off. I would say there's that personal conviction, having been through a few downturns over the years, that you realize you can get back up and get back in the fight. But I would tell you, that's why it's a need to have a close-knit set of trusted advisors. I would say sometimes they can emerge on the home front, somebody, but the truth is not everybody in the home front can feel what you're experiencing on the work front. And many times trusted friend or advisors that either have been through it or at least can just lend a sympathetic ear to say, whoa, that thing's tough. I'm here for you. Let's just sit and kind of work through it. Has been really helpful. I think it just is what it is. But the point I made earlier too, I would just say, whether it's dust yourself off, get back in the fight. What is the fight? For me, it's purposeful work in healthcare. There's still people suffering from disease. You still need people to jump in and lead, brilliant scientists to get after it. And that energy eventually overcomes the whoa, is this thing going to happen again? Sure enough, for me, it did happen again, different circumstances, but you get back into it because I'm a firm believer. Innovation is the path forward for the way of life we all want, whether it's in healthcare or technology, defense. Like, we got to innovate to keep the life we're going.